In this video, I'm solving a quadratic equation by completing the square when the first coefficient, a, is not 1. There are several good resources on the web for when a equals 1, so I won't add to those. But I felt I wanted to add this here since I think I could teach it pretty simply. What you ran into with solving these before, when there was no number out in front of the x squared, you just took half of this and squared it, and that's what you needed right there. Well, this 3, or any number out in front there, throws a wrench in it. So here's what we're going to do first. I'm going to get rid of this 11 by subtracting 11 from each side. So I'll simply rewrite everything else and put a negative 11 over here. Next, I really want to be able to get this into a perfect square trinomial. So to do that, I'm going to start by putting the 3 out front by factoring this. And you'll notice I made my parentheses pretty long, and I did that on purpose. My goal now is going to be to make this thing into a perfect square trinomial. Well, what do I need right here to be able to get that? Take half of this, square it, and that's what number is going to be needed right there. So plus 25. Okay? So this makes this a perfect square trinomial, and I'll be able to factor that down in the next step. Well, I can't go adding something to one side of the equation without adding to the other, and many times people assume that I should add 25 right there. Well, then I come along and I add 75, and people think that I freaked out for a moment. Well, I didn't. This 25 is inside the parentheses, which are being multiplied by 3. So, since 3 times 25 is 75, that's what I added on the other side of the equation to balance it out. Okay? From here, I'm going to leave the 3 out front and factor this down as you had before. Made that into 64. Negative 11 plus 75 is 64. Okay. Now, I'm going to square root both sides to get rid of that squaring right there. But before I do that, I'd like to clear that 3 off out front. So I'll divide both sides by 3, and I get 64 thirds. Okay. Now I can solve this like normal. I'll square root both sides. Remembering to put my plus minus out front, and then my solution then is x equals negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 64 over 3. Your teacher may want you to simplify this square root. That's a different skill. We'll talk about that another time. But this would be your solution to this problem.